Demon Slayer was the hyped series of the season Iteridine for one and only one reason. The colors were pretty, Ufotable was flexing in every episode, and the result was a beautiful piece of work that envelops a mediocre shonen. If you seek anything other than cool animation, you won't find something out of the ordinary. Sure, it may feel fresh because the main character is not a Naruto clone that constantly yells and wants to be the best in the world at something. There are no schools or academies or contemporary societies, but all that are surface level and don't manage to change the completely simple plot and cast. The characters are all defined by a single trait to the point of becoming caricatures. The protagonist, for example, is the definition of a Boy Scout. He's always being kind to everyone and wants to help out as much as he can. And that is all there is to him. His quest to cure his sister and avenge those who were killed by the monsters goes completely unnoticed because he was not affected by the tragedies he experienced and remained a vanilla Boy Scout. The lead female has absolutely no personality besides being cute and emotionless. Without any depth to her character, and by being brainwashed so she will forever be docile and obedient, she ends up being more of an object than a character. Not only that, she ends up being waifu bait for the thirsty audience than a character you can care about or respect. It can also get very annoying when the single trait of a character is presented in an over-the-top manner. Many viewers dropped the show when the scared stereotype named Zenitsu was introduced. The only thing this guy was doing was being obnoxious, loud, and terrified by everything and everyone. He completely shattered all sense of fear and seriousness the show was going for, done by the introduction of the pillars. As beyond their status as top demon hunters, they are cartoony when depicting the single trait that defines them. Another problem is the very weak background stories. Nobody's history can make you care more about them, partly because of how mundane it is, and partly because... Adding to the list of simplicity, we have the battles. They have amazing choreography, but special sword. Then it proceeds to have demons that don't die when you decapitate them, or that could have been used better in a much more complex and nuanced show. There are lots of interesting themes, the atmosphere can be gripping, and the violence can get fairly graphical at several points. But because the characters have the complexity of the Smurfs, all that feel wasted because they are used in a by-the-numbers shown, expecting from you to take him seriously as he talks about the meaning of life with that silly voice of his.